6 F-15C Eagles arrived at Incirlik Air Base, Turkey, in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. The United States Air Forces in Europe and Air Forces Africa F-15s were deployed after the government of Turkey requested support in securing the sovereignty of Turkish airspace. The aircraft from the 48th Fighter Wing at RAF Lakenheath will conduct combat air patrols in Turkish airspace. The U.S. and Turkey, as NATO allies, share a commitment to peace and stability in the region.
The 332nd Air Expeditionary Wing is saying farewell to the airmen of the 492nd Expeditionary Fighter Squadron as they complete their deployment and return home.
Over 2,000 sorties flown, over 11,000 hours flown, and in an environment where we really had to assert air superiority for the first time in a contested operation in quite some time.
They did it while applying the type of innovation that the Air Force strives for every day.
We had trained to specifically a close air support and an air interdiction fight, and really adapting what we were doing to the defensive counter-air mission, where we were able to swing from close air support, strike, and defensive counter-air really all at the same time.
The 492nd's relentless generation of combat support even resulted in scenarios not seen in the region in a long time.
Twice when we were tested, we had to go all the way to an air-to-air shoot-down, and it was an absolute testament to the jets that are being flown, the air crew who are flying them, and the maintainers who are putting them up there, that when called on, it worked first time every time.
Now, with their mission completed, they're turning over an entire campaign to a new fighter squadron.
So throughout this deployment, we've been feeding back the after-action reports, the lessons learned, our best new practices.
All of that information has been going to the 336th Fighter Squadron.
Since we came here from RF Lakenheath, and this is a F-16 base, we brought a lot of tools with us. We had a bare minimum tools to be able to recover the aircraft, inspect them, refuel them, and launch them again to return home. It's incredibly important for our operators, as well as the 480th operators, to fly the combat training sorties together so that they can display to the combatant commanders our ability to be flexible, to work together, to fly within our theater, within our host U.S. Forces theater, and also our NATO allies bases. In and out, we can come and go, we can train together, we can play together, and then we can go home.
hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Pitch to the right, a little Spencer. There it goes. Yep, there it goes. Nice.
Altitude. Altitude.
Just gonna stay with you northbound. Got combat camera if you don't mind. And then once you turn. Good video, the Strike Eagle. Good video.
who now take on the task of following a unit that was responsible for nearly half of all defensive counter-air in the region for the last 6 months, and key players in the retaking of Mosul and Raqqa.
You're seeing a very hungry team that's eager to get to work, and they have come with all the right skill sets required.
A seamless transition between the two fighter squadrons ensures the 332nd Air Expeditionary Wing won't miss a beat generating, executing, and sustaining combat air power in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. Staff Sergeant Samuel O'Brien, Southwest Asia.